night. I wasn't sleeping all that great. Anyway, what's the situation here? How long has he been up there like that?
About an hour.
Well, I guess it's pretty safe to assume he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With firemen up there working on pulling him up.
What is the big hurry on that? I haven't had a chance to look at the scene here or anything. Well, what's the big rush?
Get him on the radio. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, just tell him they should just leave him like he is. He's fashioned himself a very professional-looking knot there. It's like a noose. Wow. Get a picture from down here. Think this will get tight enough? No, I should just get on up there. I'm gonna go up there. Wait. Something's happening here. What's happening? Hold it! Hold it! Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna go on up there. I don't know how I got misdirected down here in the first place. Tell him just to wait a minute, leave him there until I can get up there and get a look at things. Okay, wait now.
He's coming up.
I'm not sleeping. I mean, not at all. Look at me. I'm shaking. I'm exhausted.
Well, did you talk to anybody about this?
No. No, God, no. I mean, just Dino.
What's Dino say?
You know, I did what had to be done. That it's not our fault. We don't run the trains.
Well, he's right. You know he's right.
I'll be all right, you know. I'll get over it.
You feel the need to talk to anybody about this, give us a call. Anytime.
This happens.
I know.
Get this show on a roll. Feel that action coming on tonight. What's the matter, sweetie? You look not so good. What's the matter?
I got a little cold or something. Probably picked it up from Sarah. It's going around in the daycare.
You sure you don't want to book sick? I mean, you really don't look good.
No, I'm okay. I'll be all right.
Now, I'm gonna take you home.
Thank you. Maybe I will do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to catch anything.
Over 25? You are a man.
We just finished that particular area.
John.
There's no rope on this man's neck. Who took the rope off his neck?
No, it wasn't me.
What?
I'm not sure who. Actually, one of the firemen.
One of the firemen? Okay, now what is the big hurry here? Constable, could you find me the rope? I prefer to see it around this man's neck, but...
It's right here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, would you make sure it doesn't walk away? Well, it's kind of a miracle this man didn't get decapitated, eh? I guess he wanted to make sure he did a pretty good job. Going over from such a height as this. Sir, you have a beautiful suit. Gorgeous, look at this. Oh. What kind of suit's this? And the label. Wait a minute. These labels have been ripped out. It's torn right out. You see that? That's something else. What's this? Did you go through his pockets? Did you find any ID? Something in here. There's stones. Did you bag those for me? You got an evidence bag?
Yeah.
Stones in his pocket. No ID, but he got stones in his pocket.
A nice ring there.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a bit of a mystery, isn't it? He's got a nice suit on, shirt and tie. He's got stones in his pocket. He's got no shoes.
Bizarre.
You said it. Did you guys look up and down the bridge? You find anything at all?
Yeah, we're all up and down here, but no, we didn't find anything at all.
Anything?
No.
This is strange. This is very strange. All right. You guys might as well. Forget calling body pickup. You already got him on your little gurney here. Why don't you just take him on down to the morgue, okay?
No problem.
Here, show me the rope.
Yeah, it's right over here. It's brand new.
Brand new rope. Look at that. Look how much there is. And it's a very professional knot.
It's like a real hangman's knot.
Yeah, Mr. Ellis himself would have been proud of that one.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Ellis. That's what we called the hangman back in the days when we had capital punishment.
Yeah, those are the days.
Well, here's our fireman. How you doing?
Hello, Dom.
Mind telling me why you removed this rope from the man's neck and why I couldn't see it the way it was secured on the top here and the way it was around his neck?
Yeah, because we were afraid it was going to break, and we didn't want that to happen.
Well, at the very least, I should have been up here snapping pictures.
Well, we took all kinds of pictures.
Oh, so you're doing the coroner's job now? Is that confused? almost here. I gotta practically race to the crime scenes or else I won't get my damn
Well,
turn.
then maybe you should get here a little quicker, because we are trying to get over that edge as fast as we can in case he's still alive. We have to do that, right?
Oh, I don't know.
You'd be the one screaming bloody murder if we hadn't done it.
You get the barcodes all fixed up for you. You got nothing really much
can't
better
hear
to
you
do.
now.
Never mind. Okay, let's take a look at your pictures. Have you got the picture of the one that was secured up top here?
I didn't get one of them.
Oh, that's great, because that guy would have been kind of useful.
It was wrapped around it several times, and then it was knotted like a sheep shank.
That's like somebody knew what they were doing, eh?
Yeah, I guess.
It's been nice to see that picture. All right, no, sorry. Just send me the pictures you got. I'm going to get homicide, get a couple of detectives up here to take a look at this.
Homicide, what are you calling them for?
Are you doing homicide job too?
It's a simple question.
Because I feel like it.
You gonna need us anymore?
Oh, no, you're done. Thanks.
Good night.
Come on over. I changed my mind. What I want you to do is take the body, kick it down to the north end, put it underneath the bridge. I'm getting homicide down here. Take a look at this. I don't like the way this is feeling.
Homicide?
Okay, yeah, they're coming.
He's all yours.
Yeah, homicide. You mind?
Boys, so you seen the action tonight?
How much? Kind of slow.
Hey, we heard on the radio you were taking Gloria home.
Yeah, she was coming down with a cold or something.
We were talking to her earlier, and she was making us kind of nervous.
Don't worry about Gloria. I'll take care of her.
Hey,
What do you got tonight, Dominic?
this is something. This guy's ripped all the labels out of his suits. He's got no ID, and he's got stones in his pockets.
Maybe he figured if the rope snapped, the rocks would take him to the bottom of the inlet.
No, not these stones. There's not enough of them. They're too small.
Sure would have been nice to have been able to take a look at the body. It's the rope and the knot and all that.
Don't start. Boy, the fireman really been burning my ass tonight.
Really?
All right.
So that's where he was hanging?
Yeah, right from there, from that balcony, which is the spot that people usually pick when they go off this bridge.
We should put a call out for witnesses. Somebody driving by.
Yeah. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah, he had no shoes, no socks on. So presumably he would have taken off his shoes, left them up there somewhere, but we're not finding anything.
Might have tossed them over.
I mean, like this. He's picked this spot, okay? Full public view, right? It's kind of like a big gesture, guaranteed that people are going to notice. Yet the time's been taken to eliminate all identifying marks, right? So there's on one hand, he's trying to attract attention. On the other hand, he's trying to create some kind of mystery or something. I don't know. It's kind of a contradiction. You want to take a look? Yeah, let's go. There you go.
That's a hand.
Yeah. That's a hand there.
I better get a couple pictures here.
I'm gonna peel the blanket back.
Okay.
Oh, geez. It looks like a newborn.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. Is that something in the mouth there?
Yeah. It's like an old rag stuffed in there or something.
Something inside this blanket. It looks like some kind of paint splattered in dried green paint. Kind of shiny.
Yeah. There's some more on the plaster, some dribbles there.
Yeah, I've seen enough. Let's let ident get in here. So what does our new coroner think?
Well, with the rag in the mouth, I think it's going your way for now.
Yeah, that seems like a good call. We'll let you know if anything changes.
All right, I'll leave it to you.
What do you think? Somebody pulled up the alleyway here, dropped it in there?
Could be. Could be right from the neighborhood.
Hey, Phil, excuse me.
Hey, Dominic, how you doing?
Are you still handling that case, the mutiny and the sailors and all that?
Am I still handling it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to this. I'm interviewing this guy for the immigration case, right? One of them gets confused about a question I ask, and he says something about stowaways. Stowaways? So I ask stowaways, and he clams right up. So I go, okay, file that one upstairs, and then a couple hours later, another sailor mentions something about stowaways, and I get the guy in the room, and I say, hey, wait.
Maria. Did you see that guy look at that body that came in last night with the suit?
I haven't had time. I'm in a rush. I'm off to see the chief.
The chief of police? What's all that about?
I'm on my way now. I'll tell you later.
Okay, I'll call it. What's all that about? So what about the stowaways now?
All right, so there's a conversation between them and the translators, and they ask, can we talk without getting in trouble? And I say, yeah, there's an attorney-client, blah, 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 don't worry about it. They're pulling out of the port out there in China, and somewhere in the middle of the Pacific, they discover there's stowaways on board.
Oh, I know where this is
The captain, he decides he doesn't want the stowaways on board, and he's going to dump them over.
So where's this going?
Well, so then this whole kerfuffle goes on. That's what the mutiny was about.
Okay, so did they throw them overboard?
Well, no, I mean, not according to what the sailors said. The sailors say the stowaways landed here in Vancouver and went over the same night as the first mate.
So, John, the stowaways were on the freighter when I was on the freighter?
Apparently.
My God.
So, like I say, thanks for the referral. Huh?
Yeah, oh, no problem.
Next time, send me some clients with some cash. Can you do that?
A client with cash doesn't want you as a lawyer,
right.
Phil.
Thank you.
Reason I called was I was looking over... Have a seat. I was looking over the Roy Cardinal autopsy. Can I get you something to drink?
No, I'm fine. Roy Cardinal, that was the young man who died down near the train tracks.
Coffee, water, tea, iced tea?
No, I'm fine, really. Is there a problem with the autopsy?
Maybe. I gotta cut back on the coffee myself. Yeah, the Crown looked at it. And they're doubtful they can bolster a homicide charge off the evidence.
Oh, maybe a coffee.
Sure. Now, you found evidence of massive head injuries.
Just black.
And these injuries were due as a direct result of a severe beating by an object that you surmised to be a blunt instrument of some sort.
Correct.
But in actual fact, when he was killed because of massive trauma, blood loss because of the train. The train severed his leg.
Right. The beating previous to the train, the beating would have caused disorientation, a possible loss of hearing. He wouldn't have heard the train, possibly, and a detached retina, which would have caused blindness or partial blindness, would have limited his peripheral vision.
Unfortunately, the Crown disagrees. They don't feel that they can bring homicide charges.
Well, if you're asking me to have another look, I could do that.
Would you mind? Just have another look at your findings, and if you find anything more that you can bring me to help me persuade the Crown, that would be terrific.
I was pretty thorough the first time, but I'll go over what I have, and if I have anything to add, then I can write it up.
No need for that. Just give me a call, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
I've been talking to the Crown about the Roy Cardinal file, and it doesn't look like they're going to support a homicide charge.
Really? Why not surprising?
Well, even if we had someone in custody for the beating, considering the circumstances, they think it would probably come down to misadventure.
Misadventure? We're looking at a few cops for this beating. How the hell is that misadventure?
Well, whatever it turns out to be, I'm sure that the department will be bringing down the appropriate charges.
You're giving it to internal.
Right. What if it turns out he was thrown in front of the train? Are these new allegations that I haven't heard about?
No, but it seems as if there's been, in addition to the beating, some active interference with the evidence by one of the officers.
Which will all be good to have on record for the appropriate charges. I'm going to hand the file over to internal and they can deal with it.
Well, if that's the way you think it should go, it's your call.
For now, that's the way it is.
Turns out the meeting with the chief was mostly about an autopsy report he wanted me to review again.
He wants you to review again? What case is that?
Roy Cardinal, he was killed by a train after taking a beating.
Just one second now. He wants you to look at that again. What did Bill Jacobs say now?
He said the Crown wasn't convinced they had enough to proceed with homicide on the evidence.
Well, we ruled on that case. That wasn't a case, that was loose case. What did we rule on that?
Homicide.
Homicide. And the chief of police wants you digging for new evidence.
Seems so.
Well, what business is it of his? Why is this coming from Bill Jacobs' office, not from Sergeant Kurtz? Sorry.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take another look, and I'm going to get to your suicide as soon as I can.
Okay,
and I also
thanks.
have a little mummified baby that just came in. I have to look at that, too.
All right, well, it's not hurry on the suicide. We haven't even idea yet.
Well, I'll get to it as soon as I get this other thing.
Okay, no hurry on that. Thank you very much. Okay. Where's, Sorry. Oh, Helen. Hi. You know what? I'd like to get a look at the Roy Cardinal autopsy. Can you give me a copy of that?
Yeah. Lou was the coroner on that.
I know. I just want to take a look.
Okay. Hey, I finished my book. I don't know if you remember, I started writing a book a while ago.
Sure, I remember. Oh, the mayor's office. That's what I wanted to ask you. Could you call over there and see if you can book me a meeting with him?
I sure can. Can I tell him what it's about? Because he always wants to know.
Tell him I need to talk to him.
Right.
So you're working on your book again? That's good.
Yeah, I finished the second draft.
That's great.
Asking a few people to take a look at it.
Well, you know, I'm a slow reader. I got a lot of reading to do. And what if I don't get to it right away? You won't be hurt by that?
Whenever you have the time, that's fine. It's on your desk.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm dying to read that autopsy on Roy Cardinal.
Come in, yes. Sorry.
It's the same color green as on the blanket.
Yeah, that's some of the same plaster and some lath there, too.
Take a look at this.
There's some plaster dust over by the carport here. Trail of it leads into the backyard of that house there.
Oh, yeah. Did you talk to the people who live in this house?
No, it's empty. I looked in the windows. No furniture, nothing. Asked the guy next door if he knew anything about it. He just moved in. He said some old man comes and mows the lawn once a week, and that's all he knows.
Well, why don't we see what our coroner's up to? We could have a look under his warrant.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You guys talk to the neighbors, see if anybody knows anything about this house.
Sure.
Did you catch a nail or something?
Yeah, maybe I got a slow leaker. I don't know.
You got a spare?
Yeah, there's one in the back.
Hey, we got an ID on that Italian guy from the bridge.
He's Italian?
Well, he was. He's Canadian now.
Oh.
Got his ID from immigration.
He's a banker. He's the president of a small bank in Edmonton, the Canadian Bank of Milan.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, well, they only got one branch here in Canada. They got another one in the Bahamas and another one in Milan.
Has he got any family?
Yeah, he's got a wife. She'll be here later today. She's flying in from Edmonton.
What was he doing in Vancouver?
Well, apparently he was seeing a lawyer. He's doing some shipping business, and he was looking at buying a freighter on behalf of some clients from Switzerland.
Freighter? Oh, yeah? What does the wife say?
Well, she's pretty upset, naturally. But she'll be here later today. We're going to go pick her up at the airport.
Give you a hand with that?
Oh, well, I got it now. Give me a call, though, when you pick up the wife and tell me what she has to say for herself.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
I wanted to tell you, Kurtz, Sergeant Kurtz, she took us off that Roy Cardinal file.
What?
Yeah, she said the Crown doesn't believe we can get charges laid.
I just heard the chief of police had the same thing to say.
Well, we got a witness who can identify 2 of the 4 cops who were there for the beating.
You got a witness? Let me get into this.
Love it.
You don't mind?
No. I'll call you later.
Okay, perfect. Oh, great. Damn it.
Dominic?
Well.
Okay. Looks like the plaster was coming from in here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, wow. Take a look at this bathroom here, huh? Looks like somebody started tearing this bathroom wall out. Obviously didn't finish the job.
Wait a minute. What's that? Caught on the wall there. Doesn't that look like a piece of the blanket that the baby was wrapped in?
Yeah, we better back out.
Yeah, let's give Chick a call.
Hey, I've got some news for you. Hey, lady across the street, she's been here 30 years. Says the woman who owns the house is a Donna Phillips. Evidently, she had some mini strokes, brought on dementia, and she's living in a home now.
She was living here by herself then?
Yeah. Yeah, the neighbor says she might remember her husband years ago, but hasn't seen anybody around here lately. Anyways, get an address on this home where this Donna Phillips is at.
All right. Good work. Thank you.
Hey, Gloria. Hi, Angie. Hey. I'm gonna call you. I haven't forgotten.
Yeah? Good, because I need to talk to you about Roy Cardinal.
Okay. I got your number. I'll call you tonight. Okay? I gotta run. I'm gonna be late for work.
As a friend, I'm telling you, get out in front of this before it gets you.
I'll call you.
Seems like you rattled her pretty good.
I don't know if it was the way to do it. She's probably heading straight to the lawyer.
Nah, they can't bury this thing. Too many people know already.
Hello? Yes, this is she. Okay. Who am I speaking with? Detective Finn. That's fine. Whenever's convenient for you. Okay, I'll see you there.
The Joe Finn? He's internal.
Yeah, he wants to interview me this afternoon.
What about?
Danny's in.
Who's that?
That was one of Brian's snitches that got killed 2 years ago.
Well, maybe they're finally getting around to going after Brian.
Sounds like it. Finally. Oh, this is good.
About time.
Hey, Chick.
Hi, Rose.
How we doing?
Well, the outside of the blanket's pretty dusty and it's contaminated by the garbage, but I was hoping to get some trace off the inside where it was wrapped around her. Maybe get some hair, other fibers. The blanket's a pretty good collector. I like this blanket a lot. I'm just taking it over to the lab.
Okay, let us know.
Will do, Leo.
I've got a timeline for you on your infant. She couldn't have been more than 6 or 8 weeks at time of death.
Any idea on that, how long she's been dead?
Well, now there you got a big window. Once the body's mummified like this, it's nearly impossible to tell. It could be a matter of years, maybe even decades.
And what about that cloth that was in her mouth? What was that?
Chick's got that too. Looked like a handkerchief to me.
Any way of telling if that was the means of death?
Oh, not really, no, but it seems like an odd thing to shove down your throat post-mortem. But the autopsy might reveal the answer to that. You guys want to stick for it?
No.
No, we'll pass.
Well, call me later. 3 or 4 hours, maybe I'll have something.
Dino? Wait up a sec.
Yeah, we got to talk about a few things.
I know. We got to get everybody together and talk about what happened with Roy Cardinal. Got a visit from Angela Cosmo. She's one of the detectives looking into it.
How did she come to be talking to you?
I know her from training. We're friends. I ran into her the other day and said I'd give her a call, catch up. Then she stops me outside my gym and says I better get out in front of this whole thing, meaning Roy Cardinal.
Yeah, well, she's grasping at straws. She does not have a case. This will not come up homicide, trust me.
I still think we should get together with Marty and Simon and get our story straight.
All
I
right.
think we should be prepared.
All right. Just keep it together.
Thanks for waiting. Joe Finn. Hi. Just a couple of questions about Danny Zinn.
Yeah, I reviewed the file after you called.
Oh, good. You know a young woman named Sue?
Right?
Now, we don't have a last name on record for this Sue. Is she officially confidential informant, or am I missing the paperwork on that?
Not official, no. She wasn't up for that, so I had to use her as I could.
She seems to be the source of a lot of the information you were using there.
Right. Well, she knew Danny and his girlfriend.
Who you found later, also shot to death, in the basement of a rooming house in Jackson Street.
On Jackson, right.
And I was wondering, where was Sue on these 2 occasions?
Where was Sue?
I went over your notes. I didn't find anything there.
Yeah, I'm not sure I checked that out.
Let's talk about your other source there. That would be Detective Brian Curtis.
Right.
Now, this CI, well, not officially your CI, so we'll call her your snitch. Your snitch, Sue, she gave you a lot of information on Detective Curtis. She made some allegations of drug use. Is that correct? You double-check these sources and confirm the information?
Well, it wasn't easily confirmed. But one of the sources was Danny's girlfriend, so I tried to confirm it. But didn't have any luck there, and then she was killed.
Well, that will bring us to another victim, a Rick Prentice. That was another of Detective Curtis's snitches.
That's right. His throat was cut.
Bringing to 3 the number of Detective Curtis's snitches that have ended up as homicide cases.
Right. You see the pattern?
Had you developed any other sources on these cases other than the Sue?
No. It's a tight world. The real street scene, the low track, the young girls. I mean, it's hard to get inside that one.
Well, I'd like to talk to Sue, and I'd appreciate if you could hook that up for me.
I can try. I'm not sure she'll be all that eager to cooperate. I can try.
Thank you. That'll be all.
Thanks.
He's got some bruising under his arms. Fleshy part there, here. See?
That's both sides.
Both sides, like somebody grabbed him. See, these might be from fingers, like somebody gripping him.
Oh, yeah. It's fairly pronounced. It could be from somebody picking him up by both arms.
Somebody would have seen that if it happened on the bridge.
Pretty late. There's less traffic on that bridge that time in the morning, eh?
Seems very unusual. Have you identified him yet?
Yeah, he's Italian. Banker. Did you let homicide know about this? About the bruising? Did they see that?
Yeah, they're gonna come over and take a look. Got a good one here.
Oh, yeah. This is something. How are you doing with that second look at the Roy Cardinal case?
I'm actually just getting to it. It's been a bit of a busy day, but these are the x-rays here. If you want to have a look.
They're up right here?
You can see this kid had a couple of cranium fractures that are just nasty.
Oh, yeah, I see those. Yeah.
And what I didn't notice before was a couple of very loose rear molars in addition to the missing front teeth. I don't know if you can tell there, but I can.
Right in here? You're telling me this is something new that wasn't in the initial?
Yes, the obviously missing front teeth, that's from a frontal blow, but the molars, that could indicate a severe enough blow to cause a concussion, because the teeth transfer the blow, they resonate the blow into the brain.
That's a concussion.
And I didn't draw attention to that in my initial write-up, but if he did suffer a concussion, then that could add some weight to the homicide argument.
Yeah. Okay, this is pretty good.
I was going to send this over to the chief. Want to have a look at it first?
Well, sure I do, but I'd love you to be able to maybe find something else. You can do another procedure until you send this over to Bill.
There's always something else to do.
There's always something else to do. Do you keep a diary?
Yes, I do.
Did you make an entry about your visit with Bill and how he asked about this case? The Crown wasn't enthusiastic about it and all that.
I was just about to do that.
Good. Give me a copy of this and I'll give you a shout later.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but she's lost the ability to speak.
No, we understood it was dementia.
Yeah, it is, yeah, but on top of it, she's had another stroke. You can try talking to her, but it's unlikely she's going to respond.
You know who brought her in?
Someone from the Ministry of Health, I believe.
When she first came in, did you have much contact with her?
Well, there aren't too many of us, so I got to know her a little, yeah.
How bad was her dementia? I mean, was she coherent about her life at all?
No, not too much, no. Not because of dementia, but they go through a period of belligerence.
Yeah, my mom's a nurse. She works in extended care.
Well, then you know.
Yeah. Did she ever mention having any children?
Children? No.
What we're trying to find out is if she had a daughter.
Not that I know of.
Donna? Do you remember your daughter?
Would you happen to have contact information for her husband?
I don't know about that, but I can check her file for any additional contact numbers.
That'd be great.
Okay.
She gets upset when she hears a little girl crying. I used to room with her, and she'd wake up in the middle of the night and go batty. A little girl's crying, a little girl's crying. Somebody help her, somebody help her, like that. Drove me nuts. I told her to have a cigarette and shut up, but that's why I don't have the Alzheimer's. Nicotine, you see, that keeps your brain cells firing. You wouldn't happen to have a cigarette, would you?
I don't smoke, sorry.
There's nothing in her file. Her contact list is empty.
Okay. Well, Donna, it was nice meeting you.
We'd like to take a statement about what you just told us. We can do it inside.
I would like a cigarette.
Well, let's see if we can get you one.
I have to go inside now, Donna. Okay?
So this friend of Roy Cardinal's, the witness there, how solid is he?
Not very.
No?
No, he's scared. At first, he was holding back the information about the cops beating on Roy, but I've had a chance to talk to him a couple times since. He seems to have come around.
Yeah?
Yeah, he saw what he saw. Definitely.
Why don't you give him this number? Ask him to call this lawyer.
Phil Rosen?
Phil Rosen.
I spoke to my friend, one of the constables involved. She's jamming me. She's scared of the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the word's out. Everyone's circling the wagons.
Well, then it's probably best that you just leave it with me. Get the kid to talk to this lawyer and just back off for now.
No, I'm still in touch with the kid. Been coaching him in soccer.
Well, that's probably a good thing. Be able to keep your eye on him. I got a feeling this might end up a little messy.
By the way, it looks like Internal might be finally getting around to investigating Brian Curtis for the Rick Prentice murder.
Who's the investigator for Internal?
That's what I was going to ask you about. Joe Finn. You know him?
Yeah.
Which list is he on?
He's on a bad list. Hey, Helen. Did you ever make that call to the mayor's office like I asked you? What did he say?
Yes, I did, but he hasn't returned yet.
See how quickly they turn, huh? Do you believe that? I'm starting to think I got played there a little bit.
Meaning what?
Bill Jacobs, that's hardly the choice you'd want for the job of police chief if you're seeking changes. I mean, come on, this guy's old school, he's status quo, military style.
Loves his uniforms.
The mayor selects me as his candidate to put forward because to the police board, I'm like this scary alternative. That's me, making Bill, who's the conservative choice, seem a lot less conservative.
You think Bill was his choice from the get-go and they just used you as the guy they could point to and say, see, we're thinking outside the box?
It's a theory. What? You want to check about?
No. Anyway, I called the mayor's office twice yesterday and once this morning already, and nobody's returned.
Are you kidding me? That's the way he wants to play this now? Okay. It's Tuesday, right? You know what? The guy council meeting downtown. He's got to be there for that.
Oh, hey there, Dominic. How you doing?
Oh, Claire, excellent. I'm doing excellent. How you doing?
I'm doing well. What are you doing over this way? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Just stopping by, hoping to see his worship. Any idea where he might be?
I can book a meeting if you like.
Well, book me a half a dozen meetings that way. I know I get one.
What's going on? You look like you got your blood up.
Yeah, a little. I'm just very anxious to see the mayor. You have no idea where he is.
No, you know, I think he's in meetings all day today.
He's right there. Nice to see you, Claire. Your worship, sir. You got a minute?
Actually, you know, I'm running behind a bit, so...
I just need a quick second.
Well, maybe we could just book a meeting.
Well, that's happening already, but if I could just have 1 minute. Can I walk up with you?
All right, sure. What is it?
Okay, we have a situation involving a case, a homicide case, involving 2 cops who breached 2 kids off the Granville Mall.
I'm not familiar with that term.
Well, breached, you know, it's a practice where if you haven't got the goods to actually arrest somebody, you shift them from their turf to somewhere else, okay? But that's a separate conversation. That'll take up an entire meeting that she's booking already. Point here is that one of those 2 kids ended up dead. And now there's interference from the top, and, well, I just thought it'd be better if I made you aware of it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And if you just talk to Claire, we can get into it in greater detail just a little later.
That's great, but in the meantime, in case you need the leverage here or something like this, I'm prepared to take this case to Inquest.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Just you aware.
Listen, why don't you come back? We'll meet later tonight, say 7 o'clock. Have a drink in my office.
That's perfect. I'll see you there. Thanks. So, 7 o'clock, mayor's office tonight.
Yes, I heard. Hey, Dominic, you've been acting a little chilly. Did I do something to offend you?
Well, as a matter of fact, Claire, you know, you kind of pulled me along pretty good there. I got a long memory. So, 7 o'clock tonight. You're not going to write that down?
I got it.
Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Hey! Again?
Yeah, again. Like I got spiked, hey? The other night, I found a nail, and now look at this. You see that right there?
Oh, yeah. You should get a car alarm.
Car alarm? I hate car alarms. I'm going to sleep in this damn car, and I'm going to catch this little red-handed. Okay, what can I do for you? You looking for me?
Yeah, we were talking to the banker's wife on her lawyer's advice. You know this guy, Richard Norton.
Yeah, I know Norton. Yeah. Norton? You know, he just had a suicide in his office. Eh? There's a money laundering thing going on there.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah, we know about that. We got to dig into that.
Oh, well, what was his wife's got something to hide? What's the story there?
Well, commercial crime up in Edmonton says her husband may have been involved tangentially in a laundering operation.
I say we call it a homicide. It's all yours.
Good. We're going to go take a look at the body.
All right.
Neighbor across the street calls. Says the old guy who cuts the grass has been poking around here. So anyway, we show up, and the guy's just coming out of the house. Turns out he has a key to the front door. No ID on him. Got him in the car here.
All right. Where is he, in there?
Yeah.
You want to come out? Come on out. What's your name?
Anthony Wise.
How'd you get the key to the house there, Anthony?
Well, why shouldn't I have the key? That's my house.
It's your house. Well, we were informed that you were just hired to cut the grass.
Oh, I fired the guy that was cutting the grass. My wife must have hired him. I fired him.
Your wife is Donna? She's a few years your senior.
Yeah, I was 20, and she was 30 when we got together.
So you want to explain to me how you figure this is still your house?
Oh, I paid for it, that's how. When I left, I told my wife she could live there as long as she was alive. And anyway, when I'd get through town here, I'd drive by and never stop, just look. That's how I found out she was in a home. So I decided to stay and sell the place.
So you're fixing it up to sell it?
Yeah, redoing the bathroom.
You want to tell us about the baby you found in there?
Yeah, that was a shock. I suspected something like that a long time ago.
You suspected something? What do you mean by that?
Well, I used to work the mines up in Smithers, and so I was gone a lot, and I don't think she was even my daughter.
You think your wife had a child by someone else?
Yeah, well, I thought something was going on, and one time I came back unexpected, and I thought she was a little bit heavy, so I asked her about it, and she just said she was putting on weight.
So you're suggesting that she had the baby by someone else while you were out of town working on the mines?
Yeah.
What do you think happened in there?
Well, I think maybe she got scared of what I might happened when I found out, then she decided after she had the baby, she didn't want it.
You think your wife is capable of something like that?
I do now.
Do you think that your wife let the baby die or killed her?
I think that's probably what happened.
Well, why'd you go ahead and throw the baby out in the garbage then?
I figured if I reported a child dead, that maybe you might think I had something to do with it, and Donna wouldn't have been able to tell the truth.
Is this the truth, what you're telling us now?
Yes, it is.
You realize that your wife can't confirm or deny any of this?
I know. And now you probably think I did it.
Yeah, well, you could see how we would think something like that.
Yeah. You're up there, you find out she's having an affair, you're working in the mine to pay for the house, she's fooling around behind your back, then she tries to tell you that this is your child? I don't know, but yeah, that'd be pretty hard to take. Maybe that was too much for you.
I didn't kill the baby. I only found out about it when I opened that wall there.
Okay, let's get you back in the car. You can come with us and we can get this straightened out. You want to meet us downtown?
Does it ever stop with you?
Does whatever stop with me?
The Roy Cardinal case. What, are we seeing another alleged conspiracy here?
I think we are.
Last year it was that Darcy, the Aboriginal woman from the Needle Exchange.
Darcy Charlie?
Yes. Well, the point is we've been down this road before and it came to a dead end.
I don't know if I would characterize it in those words exactly. What's your hand?
The autopsy on Roy Cardinal clearly states that the cause of death was blood loss.
Agreed.
The man was hit by a train.
Agreed. But prior to being hit by the train, he was beaten up by 2, 3, maybe 4 cops.
Well, that is a beating, not a homicide.
I think the whole point here is the cops should not be investigating themselves, and they are.
And who would you suggest, if not people who are trained in this kind of investigation?
Independent committee?
Yes, like they have in Toronto, I suppose.
They have in all sorts of places, including Toronto.
Well, if you want my point of view, it's not going all that well in Toronto. It hasn't made cases like this any easier.
I thought the point was to reveal truth and circumstance.
Last year it was Darcy Charlie. This year it's Roy Cardinal. A pattern's emerging.
Yeah, the police close ranks when their own are involved.
The pattern I'm referring to is your tendency to conflate separate incidents into conspiracy theories.
Every idiot knows pattern breaks down into incident.
Which remains theoretical until empirically proven. And that's my point. These things remain in limbo, unresolved, using up valuable resources, while you could be cleaning up other work on your desk.
Hang on a minute, before we get into my clearance rate, let's just look at the ramifications of this police behavior. You don't think there's a loss of public confidence in the police force?
Oh, well, that's new to me. Now there's a loss of public confidence.
Yeah, the pig farm? The missing women fiasco's hanging over our head like a black and dark thundercloud. You don't think it is? You don't think that leads to lack of public confidence?
You see, look, you just conflate everything.
Ay, 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 ay.
I'm going to be honest with you, Dominic, because I think all of this comes from the fact that you failed to secure the job as chief of police.
Come on, give me a damn break, Bob. That's got zero to do with this. Zero.
Well, for once we agree. We agree on that, because it has zero to do with your job as coroner for this city.
Hang on a minute, okay? Let's just give me the Coroner's Act.
Hey, it's not necessary. Do not use this histrionic with me. It won't work.
I just want to refresh.
Please, use that on someone who's unfamiliar with your mode of bloody argument.
Prevention of death. Public assessment of fact. That's our job. Isn't that our job? Tell me if I'm wrong.
You can make recommendations. By all means, make recommendations.
Okay.
But internal police investigations is not included in our mandate. No thanks, Helen. Thank you.
Okay, I got a recommendation. Let's not roll over on this, given the fact there's a new police administration office. There.
Here, hold on a sec. Is this or is it not about the new police chief?
No,
because
well,
now I am very confused.
Oh, all right, okay, look.
Thank you, no, Helen. Thank you.
Look, the guy rides into office because he solicits the rank and file by telling them they're going to have their hands free to do police work. And he cons the police board into thinking they'll get a good night's sleep. And now he's got a chance to send out a message. Finally, we're going to see him delivering on his promises. And I'm concerned about what kind of a damn message this is that he's sending out.
But meanwhile, you've been stepping willy-nilly outside the boundaries of this office. Last week it was a sailor's mutiny. This week it's a police investigation. How many enemies do you want to make, Dominic, eh? This is why you didn't get the job as police chief, don't you get it? Can't you read the signs here, man?
I'm not going to say anything more, okay? That's it. I'm going to walk out of your office. I'm biting my damn tongue. I'm walking out of your office. I just want to ask you just to think about it, okay? Just to think about what kind of damn message this is sending out to the world. That's it. I'm done. I'm set enough. Oh.
calling in a marker.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
I need you to confirm a story for me. You want a cigarette?
No, I can do that. What's the story?
You know Sue, little skinny Sue?
Yeah.
She told you one night about how she was going to kill Danny Zero. You remember that?
Who?
Danny Zero. You remember that? Come on, man.
Okay. We were getting high together?
Oh, this is a couple years back. You were doing the methadone clinic thing and all that, remember?
Okay. I remember.
Yeah? You got to get this down pat, man.
Yeah, give it to me.
Remember me?
Hi, Dominic. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
I got a 7 o'clock with the mayor. Are we on time, too?
I'm sorry, that's not on my calendar.
What?
He's gone to a dinner.
I saw his car downstairs.
I'm sorry. It must have slipped through the cracks.
Okay.
I'll let him know.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Thank you. Okay, I think I got the message.